Oh, I forgot I moved all my I moved all my videos from my video folder into a new hard drive, so my intro isn't there. Oh, I got a haircut too. Yeah, yeah, it's nice taper and stuff. One thing I did was taper it. I didn't do that much, so I'm just gonna put a hat on now. Yeah, backwards. That's cool. Anyway, where's my intro? Welcome to Alpha Proto. I'm Alpha Proto, and tonight we will be doing a commission, two commissions, maybe one commission, and then save for the other one for another day, but probably two tonight. The last stream was kind of weird. It ended abruptly. I didn't know it was around 2 weeks since my last stream, but here we are, aren't we? So yeah, good to be here. I shaved and everything for you all, so got my drink. I've got everything set up. Oh, I put up LED lights over here. Yeah, that's really streamery, right? Oh, this is the Raspberry mic. Last time I was having a lot of trouble with my in between my preamp. So I got a new preamp. I've got a red Scarlet, but I'm not gonna use that. That's too fancy. Plus, for some reason it's not getting identified by my desktop. I don't know, maybe it's an old operating system. Yeah, I do use pretty old operating system. Windows XP, that's not very recent, is it? That's pretty old, right? Anyway, yeah, I downloaded an editing program too, called DaVinci something, and I forgot what it was called. But it wouldn't work on my operating system. It's like people don't care about Windows XP anymore. I mean, why is everybody hating on Windows XP? Come on. So, hope you're all doing all right. It looks like 15 days ago I got some subscribers on YouTube. I would point people towards my Twitch account, but it's weird. I think it only plays old videos, not current. It doesn't stream. It just posts the video after I stream, I think. If anyone's on Twitch, let me know. I don't know. Anyway, 15 days ago, Toy Mechanics Inc. subscribed to my YouTube channel.
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
Thank you very much, Toy Mechanics Incorporated. And then there's someone with their name upside down and backwards. I think this is...
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
What?
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
Yeah. Anyway, sure. Thank you, Crimson Overturn. Ah, Crimson Overturn. That's why it's upside down. It's overturned. I see what you did. I get it. Retro Gaming Eagle subscribed 10 days ago. Okay, that was a lot. And Kaiser 35 subscribed 7 days ago. I've got to figure out why it overlaps like that. I don't really understand it. Maybe I have too many of these tabs open or something. I'm not sure. But I opened up my subscriptions for everybody. No, I didn't. Yeah, subscriptions are available for everyone. They're free. So go ahead and subscribe if you want to. Or not. I care, but you know, you'll just be missing out. I'll miss you. That's what I'm saying. So, oh, what else do I got? That's about it as far as subscriptions go. Let me close some windows so my connection will be better. The last stream kind of ended weird. I took care of it. Got this microphone here. It's not pro like the other one was, but we shouldn't have any problems where I'm, you know. So, Red Scarlet. It's really old, but it's oldie but a goodie. What else? I got subscriptions for Dang, I keep saying that. Commissions with a C, not subscriptions. But I did get subscriptions, as you saw earlier, as I announced them. But thank you very much for the subscribers. I appreciate you. We're gonna have some fun. Anyway, I got some commissions. The first character is Lema, and his stance is gonna be like Bruce Lee. And the second one's name is Borako, and his stance is going to be similar to Yuri Yagami. And let's go to the main stage. Alright, this is a sprite. This is the peel-off palette. We're not going to use that. We're going to use one of these default palettes that comes with the program. Usually I make my own palettes, but actually I don't really make my own palettes. The palettes I make are color rips from other sprites. I'll probably end up going back to these sprites and adjusting the colors later, but I think this will work. It's vibrant, has a lot of variety. I don't know what AAP64 is referenced to. Oh, description created by Adigun Polak. Colors 64. These palettes are really cool. Some of them are references to video game systems, or this one's Apple too, so you can see how many colors that had. This is Atari 2600. That's actually more colors than you would expect. This was 2600 PAL version. Game Boy Color. Bubblegum. Anyway, I wish I had a CPS3 color palette. That would save me a lot of trouble. But that's loaded. First thing we're going to do is make a background. So this layer number 1, rename that background. And we're going to choose a color that's not very common to work as the background. These characters, one of them wears green and one of them wears red and gray, so I guess blue would be the way to go. There, that's the background color. We're gonna lock this layer. And I like using most people like using black to color with, I guess. But since the outlines are going to be colored in later, I like choosing a color that's going to stand out. So how about let's use a dark green. No, wait. Yeah, I'll use a dark green. So I've got this. Yep, it's working. Okay. Actually, I can't even tell what color that is. Let's use yellow. Alright, great thing about a sprite, pixel perfect right here. That way I don't have to clean up my lines very much. But I have no height reference. I really should have used a sprite for height reference. So while I have the camera on me, I'm going to load up a character. I think Ryu. Ryu's the best character to use for height references. It was 5'10" for a long time until Street Fighter 5 showed up and said he was 5'9". Guess he's 5'9.5", and America just slanted towards the 5'10" because in his character profile it said 5'10". I like using more of a Street Fighter Alpha style sprite, so I'm going to load this up, use it as a height reference. I might use it for a color palette if it'll let me. Alright. Hey, it's a lot of room I have. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Now this is Ryu. Let's probably put him on his own layer. So this is Street Fighter Alpha Ryu. And going to mark how tall he is. And use that as a reference for these two characters. I really don't care for this Rockman thing. It's a little repetitive. Let's try this other Wizzy Whip It Wonderful thing. Hey! Downloaded content says 2 streams in 1 day. It must be my birthday. 2? I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. But happy to have you here. Downloaded content. Everyone loves DLC. I shouldn't have used this color. Let's use. Let's use this. No one uses. There we go. Lock this layer, make a new layer. Try this. It's interesting. I actually, instead of having my chat on my second monitor, where it usually is, I have it on my phone, which I use some mounting sticky tack onto my Cintiq and just stuck it. Oh yeah, I saw Barker was streaming, so I waited a while and I was like, if I wait any longer, I'm not gonna stream, because I was going to start streaming at 5. I said, well, I should get something to eat, so I made some Chinese food. It was really easy to make. What I did was got some microwavable rice and some Chinese food in a bag where you just heat up the chicken and then you mix it up with the sesame sauce. So I did that and I threw some frozen broccoli in there and I ate that. Yeah, Barker. He was doing very good work. Actually, I think I'll use green. I'm going to use the blob method. I think this is the fastest way to do it. And I learned this from Dipod. Man, this is horrible. Anyway, let's try this. Circle, circle, circle. Back. Go. That should probably be longer. What we're doing is we are going to get the silhouette of the character. After we have the silhouette of the character down, I will go into detailing the character. Most Street Fighters are 3/4 head view, so I'll do that. Alright, let's fill this in. Not the whole screen, just the character. Yeah, I was going to use the lasso tool to do this, but I needed to do a little bit of sketching. So this character's name is Lema, and he has a Bruce Lee stance. So classic Jeet Kune Do-ish stance. Yeah, this is a commission. I'm not going to say the name of the person who commissioned it because I don't know if that's private information or not. Yeah, let's go for the Street Fighter aesthetic as far as musculature. So this is the head, this is the deltoid. And let's bring this hand in. We'll put it here. Yeah, once I get the silhouette the way I want, we're going to use the lasso tool to... Yeah, Bruce Lee was pretty intense. I can see why someone would want to model their character after. So with Street Fighter, the back leg is up 1 or 2 pixels, so if he's leading with this one can be a little lower. By a pixel or 2. And in classic Capcom fashion, the feet are slightly larger. Right, let's beef up the thighs some more. I think I'll lower this arm some more. Alright, so alright, that's blocked out pretty well. It's Ryu's height. So the Ryu's waist is about up here, so his would be about here too. I don't know if I should make them too bulky. The reference, they look pretty young, the characters, but I am going to... I asked how old they were. I was told they were adult males, so I'm gonna beef them up a little bit more in the upper body. Keep the legs tapered for the most part. It's nice. Okay, now that I have that, I am going to... I'll go ahead and start coloring everything in. With the lasso... I'm going to use the lasso tool to block everything off, and then I'm going to color everything in. Downloaded content says, so you're basically making Phelan. This the stance is slightly similar to Fei Long. Actually, his stance, if he's like Fei Long or Bruce Lee, his stance probably should be wider, huh? Well, slightly wider, so let's try this. I'll move this foot back, forward a little bit more. I'll move this foot back a little more. And I will rotate this leg. And rotate this leg. This is similar to the stance that Neo used against Morpheus in their fight in the Matrix movie. This is the stance that came to mind. Let's do a shortcut. Let's do this. Gonna make the fist fairly big. Actually, I missed the other stance I had for him with this hand. So I guess I'll put the hand about here. Thumbs up. It's classic Bruce Lee. I'm going to switch cameras so you guys can see. Now, it's good to look in a mirror and reference stances and stuff. So, see this right here? People go like this. So, sideways, go like this. Yeah. It's more like Jackie Bryant, Virtual Fighter. So, I have these. So, that's what I'm going for right now. It's got short sleeves. This is interesting. I've heard about people using a black and white scale to sprite their characters. Let's try green. I've never done this before. Hands are difficult. Let's leave those for last. Getting these phalanges and fingers and stuff all sorted out. Just pixels it's tough. Alright, he's wearing a t-shirt. So, the sleeves, short sleeve t-shirt. But since Street Fighter characters and Capcom characters in general tend to be a little bit muscular, they wear their shirts tight, medium. Older shoulders. Oh, downloaded content says looking great so far. Thanks. The shirt is not tucked in, so about here. So rib cage would be about here. There is some slack in the shirt. Yo, DeMarcus 008 says, "What's up, Alpha? It's been a while." Yep. I think it's been around 2 weeks. I am working on a commission. Yeah, I need some quick money, so I'm taking commissions. Because I'm working on Blazing World Stars. But those are big projects. Like, those animations are big, so to get some quick money, I'm doing this. With the reference picture, I only have the upper body, like up to about the thigh and up. So I'm going to have to make up what the pants look like. They could be jeans, or they could be loose pants. He's in a Bruce Lee stance, so I guess I'll give him loose for pants. Downloaded content says, "I love the proportions of the character." Thanks. I'm gonna loosen up his pants. He's gonna be fighting like Bruce Lee. Maybe some trainers. I think that's what they're called. Trainer pants. Oh, DeMarcus says, That's what's up. I'm currently working on some music for another good buddy for his music called Ultra Gym Fighters." Yeah, I noticed that. I saw it a few times. I actually thought those were, I thought they were tracks from an actual game at first. I didn't even realize they were yours. But I guess when he's done with his game, it will be an actual game. Okay, that's facing a little too forward. Just slightly. Actually, I think I'll make the shirt baggier. Just a little bit. I will do 3 revisions for my commissions. So if something's off, I'll fix it. If these pants are not what he was expecting, I'll change it to jeans, I guess, if he wants jeans. I think I'll go with Kung Fu shoes. Download content says shirtless. Nope, this is with a shirt. It's a t-shirt. Camiseta. Camiseta de rojo. Marcus says, oh, by the way, I have restored some of my very old tracks, the tracks where I first got started with. Alright, I'll have to check those out. I might do it on stream. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and start coloring the character to actual colors. So, the lasso tool. These are black pants. We're gonna go with a really dark gray. And he has wristbands, but I don't see them. Let's go with these colors, I guess. I kind of want a darker color, but these are the darkest ones. Don't know if I should go that far. Let's try this. So like, way too similar. This. E5? Sorry, I said your name wrong. Probably. Maybe. What is up? Totally excellent. Barker shared a link to your channel when he streamed. Cool. Thank you, Barker. And thank you for being here. It's the 5. I don't think I said your name. Yeah, I was trying not to step on history. Red shirt. What kind of shoes? I don't know what kind of shoes. It's a red headband. The hair's black. I could either use this gray or go with a really dark brown. I think I'll go with dark brown. A grayish brown. So it's looking good so far. Thank you, thank you. This is really just the blocking out phase. Once I start getting into the shading, everything's going to really fall into place. It should. That's the plan. Okay, I guess I'll use this. Yeah, these hands are gonna give me problems. DeMarcus says, I actually pulled back from the project so I can get better with my composition. Yeah, it's always good to focus, like take a break, reevaluate where you are and where you want to go. It's kind of like sitting and drawing. You're looking at this for, like, you're looking at what you're working on for a while, and then you say, I need to take a break, and then you come back to it later to see, try to look at it, your project with different eyes, you know? So with music, I guess it's like you don't listen to it for a while and then you go back to it. It's kind of like the revisions you're doing to your older stuff. You're listening to your older music with the knowledge and experience that you have now, and you're using the ear that you have now for music to redo the music that you did back then. Huh. That didn't work out as well as I thought. DeMarcus008 says, plus Scooty had so many composers, so he's covered. Not trying to complain, but he actually got like 6 to 7 composers. Yeah. I think Scooty may be in a position where Scooty wants to try to... There's a saying, I think it works. When I eat, my whole family eats, you know? I think Scooty's in a position where Scooty wants to help everybody out because Scooty's making a game. It's a good, what is it called? Man, these colors aren't that great. It's a good, mindset. I appreciate that Scooty wants to help everybody. But it may muddy the vision of the game to have more than one composer. Well, that many composers. As far as artistic direction is concerned. That's just, you know, that's just me thinking out loud. Maybe, like, wonderful. But we'll see. We will see. Not feeling it. I should probably use less. Well, it's a singular sprite, but at the same time, I have color separation in mind. I've been working on Hyper Dragon Ball Z stuff for so long, it's like in the back of my mind, it's like separated already. Even though a character like this, you know, the hair, the skin with share colors usually. Come on. There we go. I've got to save this in case something goes haywire and end up losing all of my progress. You never know. You know, it's always better to be safe than sorry. And in most cases, I'm sorry, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, I will name this Lema. What format? A sprite format. Right. DeMarcus says, and that's good for him. He always told me that he'll keep me in touch when he needs some music. Yeah, because you have so many styles of music that can somehow it needs a connection in a way. Yep. It can be good, but it also needs backup other music you hear from others. Yep. Yep, that's how I feel. It would be easier with, I guess, traditional music because you would have a lead singer or something. You can have, and like, you could have, I'm going to use Guns N' Roses as an example. As long as you have Axl Rose singing on all the songs, it sounds like Guns N' Roses. Even if Slash isn't there. But with music, it's like, I guess you probably need a melody. I think that's what it is, to unite all the music, kind of. Or just the instruments in general. Just using the CPS soundboard, that kind of unifies the music. Wait a second. Okay, if this is the bicep. Okay, this is the bicep. Does it end here? Goes up there? Oh, this is the deltoid. Deltoid would attach right here. That's a little bit confusing. So I'll loosen up the shirt some more. Oh, sorry, I forgot my chat's right. It's on my phone. Marcus says, yep. What color is this? Okay, this is down here. What color is this? It's over there. So what this is, it's a highlight. For anyone who is interested in spriting, Way Forward's hiring right now. They're hiring tile pixel artists, you know? And that is, you know, background artists. People who are good with making tiles for backgrounds. I experimented with that a little bit in the past, like right when I first started spriting, but I have not done that in years. Alright, I put the creases here, you know, where legs and stuff bend. Since his legs are bent, I just put a shadow on the crotch. I guess I'll put one line here, show a fold. There's wrinkles here for the... This is where the knees are. It's the bottom of the knees. I guess I'll put a seam line right here where the pants are hemmed up. If it makes it look better, I will keep it. If it makes it look worse, I'll take it away. Okay. Hey. When I used to press these buttons on my keyboard, if I press 1, 2, 3, 4, it does different zooms. When I had OBS open, it would actually switch cameras. I guess it's actually working now. What if I press 1 though? Yeah, they're working. Cool. Alright, that works for me. I don't think I like that. Oh, DeMarcus says... Oh, wait, downloaded content says, sounds boring, pixel tiling. Yeah, that's why I don't do it. I focus on characters, because I guess it would just be for making backgrounds, really. Might have a dancing bush or something. I don't know, squares, like pipes and bricks, stuff like that. I thought about doing it, but then I was like, would I be good at it? I'm sure I could probably get good at it. But there's people who actually enjoy doing that stuff, so they would probably be better at it than me. And these fingers have been reminded me. I like that. Wondering if I need a fourth skin color. Ryu has 4 colors. Oh. DeMarcus asks, have you played the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game yet? That game is pretty fire. The nostalgia is real. Yeah, I played it. The first day I played the first 2 stages. Then I waited and I got invited online to play it. And then we played through the whole game. You can watch that stream on Alexander Trapp's channel. It's a Trap Productions on YouTube. I think I kept getting kicked out of the game. Like, I started desyncing. I think I went through like an hour of the game without desyncing. Then I started desyncing and had to jump out and then back into the game. Sorry, I got a burp. Anyway, I was able to finish the game, but it kind of ruined my experience because I never got to fight Leatherhead, and I didn't get to fight Baxter Stockman either. So those 2 stages, I've just watched those 2 stages. I haven't gotten to play them, but they look really fun. I like the game. Yeah, it reminded me how much I like Ninja Turtles. And I had fun with the older, like 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle video games. They were, I don't know, there's something about 3D that's just really stiff. They were for like PlayStation and stuff. I wanted to I bought Smash Up. It's that brawler game. They used the character models from the movie. But I haven't really got to play it. It's been years. I still haven't gotten to play it. This form may be too long. Yeah, I think it is. Let's move it back. The wonders of the lasso tool. About here. Oops. Bottom of the ribcage, bottom of the chest would probably be good. Marcus also said, I don't really have a main in the game, but I've been wanting to play as Casey. Hate that you gotta unlock him at the end instead of in the middle of the game like Streets of Rage 4. I like that it encourages people to do a full playthrough first. I'm just happy they gave it away for free. If they really wanted to, they could have just made it DLC and charged people like $5 for it. It would have made a lot of money. They really want to get more out of the game, so it's weird when you have to, when you're thankful you don't have to pay for something. But then there's other people who they just want it. They don't care how they get it. But I am happy it's not DLC. Especially nowadays. Everything's DLC. I'm also happy to be able to play Casey, though. That was very surprising. They've never... Well, I think maybe the 2003 game. Maybe they let you do that. Yeah, this is where the abs would be, so... Like we hit from the top. Not over here though, I don't think. Would it? Well, over here it wouldn't. That's the arms up there. I just put a sliver of light over here, not too much. Alright, that may be too much. think I liked it before more. Yeah, about there. It's like the broader silhouette at the top with the shoulders. I think that's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm kind of focusing on this, so I forgot that I was talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But yeah, I really like the game. I do think it's the best brawler game I've ever played. I think the second best, which is weird because it's 3D, I think the second best brawler that I've ever played is Lord of the Rings Two Towers for Sega. I mean, no, wait. Sony PlayStation 2. That was a really, really good brawler game. You had an advancing gauge, good story, a lot of dialogue going on, lots of characterization. I don't even like Lord of the Rings that much. I like it as a movie, and that's about it. I never read the books, but that's a really good game. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith for Sony PlayStation. It was alright for a 3D one. Animations are a little stiff, but that's fun. But yeah, as far as 2D brawlers go, I think this is the best one. I never played Streets of Rage 4 though, so I'm only going by things I look for in a really good brawler. Is like how many enemies can be on screen at once. And because we're dealing with hardware that's like super powerful now compared to the stuff they had in arcades or even at home back in the 90s, you can have tons of characters on the screen at once. I thought Streets of Rage 2, I played Streets of Rage 2 on the Dreamcast collection, Sega collection, Sega something collection. I was impressed that you could get so many enemies on screen in that game. And that was Sega Genesis, so that's why for me Streets of Rage beat out Final Fight. Final Fight you could have about like 3 enemies on screen in the original Super NES version. That was very weak. Yep, more villains on screen, the better. That's how I feel. I kind of want to recreate that moment in the first Ninja Turtles movie where Raphael's overwhelmed by a bunch of enemies, but at first he's like doing really good, beating up like multiple enemies. I always wanted that feeling of like me versus the world, kind of like Dynasty Warrior, you know? But in 2D. The Muso games. Yeah, it's like those games that give you a power trip, make you feel like you're invincible almost. Hmm. Something just doesn't feel right about this. Feels like this is the deltoid and this goes to the bicep, but I feel like there should be a trapezius muscle. Like this looks like a trapezius, this looks like a deltoid, this looks like a bicep. But over here, it just looks like it goes deltoid into the neck. So let's fix that. I'm not even a muscle dude as far as like working out and stuff. But as an artist, you just pick up on these words. But yeah, the more enemies on screen when playing a brawler, that's plus for me. Even if it's like the whole screen's filled up with stuff, hey, that's cool. I like it. The Marcus says, let me go back. I missed a lot. Oh, that was a long time ago. Downloaded content says, bro, that game is fun. I main April. DeMarcus says, yeah, April is tough. Don't really have a main in the game, but I've wanted to play as Casey. Maybe you have to unlock him at the end instead of the middle of the game, like Streets of Rage 4. Honestly, download content says, honestly, the game is pretty easy, even on hard mode. I actually tried to play the game on hard mode gnarly. The first time I played, man, I ended up dying. Like, first time, I was like, wow, I'm dying a lot. But I was by myself. I was just trying to be hardcore and play the game like, yeah, I could do this. Nope. I think I got to Bebop and I don't know if I died at Bebop or right when I got to Rocksteady. DeMarcus says, yeah, DC seems like it. I'm just glad it wasn't hard like old school TMNT game. Yeah, those are pretty tough. The old TMNT games give you a challenge. I'm not saying that this game didn't, it just the older TMNTs were difficult, I guess. They want you to witness the journey. Yeah. They're arcade-based games, so you gotta add those quarters. The Super NES game, I found that to be a little easier with all the continues. Well, it didn't have infinite. I think they give you a set amount. I think they max out. But I played that game with my brother, and it was cool. I love the fact they give you extra stages. That's one thing I'm looking forward to in the Cowabunga collection. Playing tournament fight, but playing the arcade version of Turtles in Time, then playing the Super NES version of Turtles in Time. Because that version it has more content, and it has more stages and better villains. Marcus says, I guess we're just used to classic more. I just wish there was full crossplay. T. Lopez got insane with the tracks. Yeah, I really enjoyed that music. Had that classic feel, but updated. I think some people complained about Streets of Rage sounding a little too classic at times. But I think this was a perfect balance between using modern sound clips and instruments and taking advantage of the HD music. just to keep things updated. You want it to have a nostalgic feel, but you want it to feel up to date. You know, you don't want it to feel cheap and subpar. You want people to feel like they got their money's worth, and I did. 16 stages, 7 characters to choose from, plus upgrades. It's a really good game. They have a lot of good dynamics in it. DeMarcus says, I believe he's probably my #1 composer and inspiration when it comes to lineup of music from games and media. Cool. I've never really listened to. This is the first game I've ever encountered him in. I'm not familiar with him, but he did a great job. Marcus says, I play Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. You should play Streets of Rage 4, bro. It's good. I have, my brother buys the games that I play. He collects games, basically. He'll buy the game, even if he isn't going to play it. He usually buys limited run versions of the game. You know, the games that usually only have a digital download, but they have a limited physical run. He'll get the physical version of the game, usually. So we have the game. I could play it. I just haven't gotten around to it. With the voice acting and the game sprite stuff and Hyper Dragon Ball Z, that's part of the game sprite stuff, I guess. It's difficult finding time to play video games. For a while, the only game I did play was Hyper Dragon Ball Z. It was the only game that I had an excuse to play because I was doing testing, but I haven't really even tested that much anymore. I've been looking into audiobook reading more than anything, and once I start doing that, oh boy. I'm a really slow reader, and I'm going to have to edit everything to sound perfect. And this Texas accent I got, that's not gonna help. I used to wonder why I didn't get cast that much. Yeah, it's the Texas. I never noticed it, but you know, I think other people notice it. I think I got too much of a twang in there. Not neutral sounding enough. But yeah, you know how that site Audible has audiobooks? I'm going to try to read for audiobooks for Audible. But I'm nervous because narrations. It's tough. It's like an endurance test of reading. It's not just reading, you have to read well. So I'm gonna have to listen to some audiobooks to see how other people do it. But once I have sound effects, and I'm like, am I gonna have to mix sound effects in there too? Not that I can. I have a library of sound effects. I don't know. I don't know if I need to. That's weird. Drawing fingers wasn't hard enough already. And you have to do it with pixels. It's crazy. Oh boy. Sorry. Triangles. Well, that's a pinky finger. Why is it so big? Doesn't need to be that big. More comments. Comments. Marky says, Mr. X Nightmare DLC is in the game. I remember him. The machine gun. That's very similar to Double Dragon because that Double Dragon Shadow Master was originally named Machine Gun Willie, I think. I could probably make these legs longer. It's more like they're jorks right now. Yeah, they are jorks. Jean shorts. But yeah, that's another reason I like doing these live streams for commissions. So there's an opportunity for the person commissioning me to give live input. These pants look pretty good. Shoes shouldn't be green. I think I'll turn them white and red. One red. Guess I'll use this. Well, I was gonna use Bruce Lee shoes, but guess I'll give them socks. I give them high tops. Let's do high tops. High tops are in style again, right? It turned off pixel perfect. I wonder when I did that. A little top heavy. I do think I need to make his legs longer. Easiest way to do that is about there. Trim some pixels. Okay. Actually, the back leg, this is back leg, so it wouldn't really have a highlight, would it? Swells. Downloaded content says, I love the combos of Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, the combos in this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, they're really good too, because the biggest gripe I had with brawler games since the beginning was enemies get knocked out of the screen to the right or to the left, and then you have to wait for them to get back up, walk into the screen, or just walk close enough to where you can hit them off screen, and you never know if they're finished or not until they come back in screen. But in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can wall bounce them, and I've always wanted wall bouncing in my brawler game so I can do a combo. And yeah, I mostly remember juggling characters in Shredder's Revenge, you know? Like, just, they've been, I don't want to say the D word, but I'll say defeated. I've defeated the enemy and they're gone, and I'm just juggling their remains. Destroyed, yeah. I've destroyed the foot soldier and they're bouncing around and I'm just hitting them. Racking up my hit count. It's very cool. One, two, three, four. Let's put a thumb up here. Alright, I guess I'll put some highlights in the hair. I think I need one more darker color for the skin. It'll just make it easier to separate the skin from the shirt because it's kind of red. In Hyper Dragon Ball Z, fourth color is used for the skin. I try to avoid using it though. I think I use it as a crutch sometimes. Oh, forgot. Chat. Okay, back to the chat. Sorry everyone. I feel like I'm really close to getting this right. Just might be a bit wide, but we'll take care of that. Oh, I forgot. I was trying to use my mouse to get to my phone. DeMarcus said, oh. Yep, download content said, I love the combos. And I talked about the wall bounce. And yeah. So I guess Streets of Rage 4 has to wall bounce too. DeMarcus says, yeah, Final Fight SNES in my opinion is pretty stiff versus Streets of Rage 2. Oh boy, I'm just finishing sentences before I'm done reading them. Yeah, Final Fight for Super NES had a whole bunch wrong with it. It was really bad. You only had Cody and Hagar to pick from, and it was only a one-player game. They had to take away Rolento's stage. Just so much wrong with that game. DeMarcus says, at first Shiva was my main, but now Estelle is my main. I can work with her. Yeah, I need to play that game. There's so many characters I'm not familiar with. I like that, I'm going back to the Shredder's Revenge game, but I like that it gives you an ending for each character. Even if it is just a screenshot, it's something to strive for. Plus, I'm assuming they give you an achievement or reward award for beating the game with every character. That's what I used to do when I got a fighting game. I would beat the game with every single character. Now, I'm relying on legacy skill, like just knowing the character from the game before and playing the same character over and over in every game. Yeah, I didn't play King of Fighters 13 all the way through with every team. I didn't play 14 with every team. I didn't play 15 with every team. Street Fighter 4, I played that game with every character. Completed the game. I beat the game with every character. 5, yeah. I beat the core game with every character I had that I hadn't downloaded, but I have not beaten the arcade modes. There's a whole bunch of arcade modes ending, so I've got to get that. Samurai Showdown, I beat the game with Harumaru. After that, I didn't touch it again. Late Stranger, I beat the game with Shovel Knight, didn't touch the game again. Guilty Gear, Exert. Once I beat the game with a couple characters. I know Soul Bad Guy, but then when I realized the story mode was the actual story, not the arcade mode, I just watched all of the story, expecting to play a segment. Didn't have to play a segment. I got all the story, so I just didn't even play the game after that. Guilty Gear Strive, same thing. I just watched the story and I didn't play the game. No, I've never even played Strive at all. I'm thinking of Exert Rev 2, I think. Wow, I've just been so busy with Hyper Dragon Ball Z and these commissions and voice acting, I have not been playing video games. I guess that works. That's pretty good. Might need another gray right here. I don't know what the color palette is at the moment. So I guess I will do this. I guess I'll just do this tonight. I'll work on this guy. I'll work on the next guy tomorrow. I'm actually starting to lose focus right now. Yeah, that's good. Huh, wait, never mind. Wait, let me go back. Save. Now let me go here. And I'll save this as... Whew. Sometimes I save stuff and it shows either Hyper Dragon Ball Z stuff pops up or commission stuff with NDAs, and I'm like, oh no one's supposed to see that. That's usually why I change cameras when I save. Okay, let's get another color. This. Actually don't need another color. If I actually use colors from, if I pare it down to, if I cut down the color palette, I would use these pants with the hair, and I would use this light color for this. No, that won't work. It's too dark. Yeah, I think that's too dark too. Let's use this. It's looking good. Alright. I'm thinking about saving this now and trimming down the color palette. But if I do that, I don't think I can add more colors after that. Alright, how long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 3 minutes. So, I think this is pretty much done. This forum is way too big, I think. These John Cena proportions. Back to chat. Excuse me. Downloaded content says, of course, Axel is my main. I think the new I think the new design for Axel is cool. I really like the trend of showing characters get older, mature. I know that the first time I ever saw that was with Haomaru, and there's a Samurai Showdown game where he's old. He's really old. But I don't know. I don't know if going really old is the way to go. It's usually just making the characters more mature, because some of the characters just age out. You know, there was a 19-year time skip for Tekken, from Tekken 2 to Tekken 3. Paul Phoenix, he got older. For the most part, the only thing he got was a beard. He was still Paul Phoenix. Heihachi, he got gray hair. Martial Law retired for that one game, and Forest Law took over, so his son looked just like him, so it didn't feel like he was gone at all. Soul Calibur did a time skip for Soul Calibur 5, and it almost killed the series. I don't think anybody would even wanted to come back after that time skip. But they recovered. Wrong color. Wow, I'm a bad speller. I don't know if I spelled that right. Height. This forearm still looks way too long. Guess I'll take it back some more. But yeah, Axel looks cool. Oh, wrong layer. Let's go back. Right about there. Wrong button. There we go. Whose music is this? The Ballad of the Underdog. So it's Little Mac versus Ippo Makanauchi. It's an interesting concept for some music. I don't think that my commissioner, I guess that's what they're called, right? Patron, commissioners. I don't think he'll mind if I show you the reference. I mean, if you stayed for 2 hours and 9 minutes, I guess you would deserve to see what I'm working from. So let me get this ready. Okay, here you go. This is my reference. So you can see I took some artistic liberties here and there. But I think he'll appreciate it. If he doesn't, I'll make some more adjustments. Let's show. Wait, let me fix this arm first. I don't even think I need. Well, I'll keep it anyway. Okay, chat. Marcus says in Streets Rage 2, Max is my main. Marcus 008 says, I hear you, DC. Yeah, AP, when you play Mr. X Nightmare mode, which is basically survival mode, the more levels you reach, the harder the battle is, and plus, there's a lot more enemies on screen. I actually like the aspect of adding a survival mode to a brawler game. Because sometimes you just want to, you know, the story doesn't even matter after you beat the game sometimes. It's just, you just want to hit some stuff. Yeah, I shouldn't put too much time into this. I think I've been working on this about 2 hours, not including the stream's been going for 2 hours and 2 hours and 13 minutes. So, including the time that I just had the stream getting ready. That's around 2 hours of working on this. one sprite. And that's not including the adjustments that I'm pretty sure I'll have to make some adjustments. Because I should have asked earlier, but I didn't ask what kind of pants he wore. I mean, what kind of shoes he wore until later. He told me what their age was, but he didn't tell me that. But I got tired of... I didn't want to stall too much. I tried to get sprites done within... When it comes to commissions, I try to get them done within a week of when I was commissioned. That didn't happen this time. Well, yeah, it did. I think he contacted me on Friday. So I'm making good time. I think this looks similar enough. Should be more of a V cut. See, my only problem with making this a V cut like in the reference is these hands are getting lost in the skin color. Yeah, like I was saying, this is gonna have adjustments for sure. I'll put him in jorks. You might not want jorks. I gave him high tops. You might not want high tops. So everything from here down, I'm sure I'll probably have to adjust. He might be too thick. He might be too muscular. May not want that, so I may have put too much time into this. Maybe the shirt's too tight. I'll probably have to fix that. But we'll see. We'll see once I show this. It's hard to see that. Might be jeans, might be baggy jeans, maybe normal jeans, maybe kung fu pants. We'll see. Maybe the headband should be thicker. Just so it's easier to see. Yep, there's no missing it now. All right, I'm going to stop here. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. I'll stop here, and if I have any adjustments to be made, maybe this is too orange looking instead of red. I don't know. We'll see. I'll make the adjustments. Either I might make them off screen. Maybe the eye's too big. No, don't think so. We shall see. Anyway, more chat, and then, hey! Kamaru K-Zaman. I'll call you K-Zaman, because that's what I usually hear people call him. It's good to see you here, K-Zaman. No, this isn't Static Shock. This is an original character named Lema. Lema. This is the reference here, and this is the character, so this is what I've come up with. So if, oh wait, DeMarcus says an original character? And I'm like, yep. DeMarcus says, what track are you listening to right now? This is, yeah, this is The Ballad of the Underdog. It's Hajime no Ippo versus Punch-Out. It's Little Mac. But yeah, I think I'm done with this now. So I guess I'll just say that if anyone's got a commission of an original character they want to be made into a sprite like this, or I don't think I'll be doing Guilty Gear sprites. I could try King of Fighters style. You know, not too familiar with, not the recent one, not KOF 13 or 12. I'm talking about like 2002 and 1 and 99 and 98. And I might try that stuff, but this is what I'm comfortable with. This is my default style. It's like a hybrid. It's like alpha leaning into some CVS traits, because when I learned pixel art, everybody was trying to do CVS style sprites, which are, they limit the outlines, but Hyper Dragon Ball Z, you can go crazy with the color palette. I was used to 16 colors and trying to maximize those colors. Like I was saying before, I would just have this hair and the pants would be the same color if I was trying to maximize the palette, but that's not the case. So what I'm doing is, I still don't know how many colors this is. Let's drop this down to, I don't know, 32 colors. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yep, 16 colors. Let's bring the background back. Into it. Probably be 17. Yeah, 17 colors. It's not bad. Wasn't even trying to do that. Just a bad habit. I mean, old habit to try to drop counting colors. But this will do for now. I may make this a little bit more red and less orange. Not even really orange, it's more of a bright red. Let's call it bright red. Yeah, this is the color palette. It's done, I think, for now. I'll try not to be a perfectionist, and I'll actually stream tomorrow. Probably start around the same time I did last time. This was 2 hours and 26 so far. Mine is probably 5 minutes of getting the camera working, microphone ready. I'll try not to step on anybody's toes. I won't try to stream when Parker's streaming. When I think he's wrapping up, I'll probably stream, if he's streaming. But this is cool, right? It's good. Wait, it's good. It's good. Okay. Yeah, I'll stop. Let me go down the list and thank everyone here. Thank you, Kazamon, for visiting. Thank you to Marcus for your company. Thank you, Downloaded Content, for stopping by. Is there anyone else? And anyone else who sees the stream? If you want to commission me, you can get a hold of me on Discord. If you see me in the Hyper Dragon Ball Z Discord, you can get a hold of me on Twitter at Jared_Geronimo with a J and an I. My DeviantArt at Jarrett J. Lee. So you can email me too, but I don't know. I gave my email. That's kind of private, but whatever. I hope nobody spams it or anything. So since I can't use my outro and intro card right now because I moved my video folder to make space on my C drive. I moved it all to my E or D drive. So thank you all for visiting. Thank you, DeMarcus. He says it looks good. But I think so too. Yeah. Once again, I added an LED strip up here. I moved the camera back some more so you can see my Don Bluth signed picture, my James Robertson Sun drawing, Taskmaster picture. Oh, elbowed the microphone. Yeah, just open up the display some more, so you can see everything. So, thank you all for visiting. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll try to do a Monday through Friday. Then I'll take a break on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, tomorrow I'll finish this. If it needs any adjustments, if I don't need to finish this, I will start the second character. I don't think he'll mind me showing the second character. Unless I show something. This is the next character. And I will be making him in this style with Iuri, a stance similar to Iuri Yagami. I don't think he wants it to be a total swipe of it, but it'll be inspired by it. And if he doesn't like this stance, I guess I'll adjust this too. We'll see. Hopefully he'll like it. I think it looks good. Oh wait, you guys can't see that, can you? Sorry. Oh shucks. Sorry about that. Let me get this back on the screen. Right. Here's the design of the second character. So I'll get this character in a Yuri Yagami stance. His name's Borako. So yeah, I'm out of here. It's hot summer night. Enjoy your Monday. Enjoy your rest of the night. And until next time, be seeing ya. Stay out of trouble.